Abhishek. Abhishek is an embedded developer, works in the ABB. He likes gym, badminton, and cricket. His speech title, as we heard, Discovering the Timeless Wisdom of Ayurveda. Welcome, Toastmasters.
Thank you, all Toastmasters. So, yeah, discovering the timeless wisdom of Ayurveda. Uh, so, today I'm delighted to talk about the wisdom of Ayurveda, which had withstood the test of the time for over 5,000 years. Yeah, it is a holistic approach, and it does not concentrate on only treating symptom uh, as a just a specific, but it take a symptom as a whole, and it treat holistically. Uh, so, what is Ayurveda? So Ayurveda originates from a Sanskrit word Ayur, which means life, and Veda, which means knowledge. So it is a uh, so uh, dating back to thousands of years. Uh, it Ayurveda has uh, so sorry. I prepared, but
No, just take a deep, good. Take a deep breath and continue.
yeah. So dating back to thousands of years, uh, it holds a lot of secrets that could that is that could for the wellness of ourselves. Hmm, like to take notes.
Please.
Yes, so Ayurveda, the principle of Ayurveda, it's basically concentrate around the principle, which is the doshas. So we have basically three doshas, which is Pitta and Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So these are the combination of the basic elements, which are earth, ether, and water, air, and fire. So these represents the constitution of these elements. Like Vata, this is air and space with ether, and Pitta, which is fire plus water, and Kapha, which is earth and water. So, so what Ayurveda tells is knowing our own this composition which is doshas, we can treat ourselves. So the principle behind the Ayurveda is these doshas. So as a snowflakes, no two snowflakes can be identical. No two thumbs print can thumb impression can be same. Likewise, each and every individual possesses are different doshas, and knowing our own constitution can help us to uh, take our diet or daily routine or according to our needs. Yeah, so like coming on to the practices the Ayurveda suggests. Uh, so it suggests a different type of practices, and it does not focus on a physical well-being, but also focus on mental as well as emotional well-being. Like according to our doshas or according to our prakriti, which is our nature, which everyone possesses differently, uh, we can uh, we can take according to our prakriti as well as seasons. Like in summer season, the uh, the pitta specifying diets like could be a fruit or it could be cool vegetables. which could uh, which could balance the fiery pitta, or which is the digestive juice inside ourselves, uh, as well as any winter. During winter, we could take some kind of uh, which is uh, soups. So in order to cure our vata and kapha, so means which is during our cold, so it's a Ayurvedic term. And yeah, so addressing the elephant in the room, which is the uh, significance of Ayurveda in the modern world. So with the advancement of technology and fast-paced life, uh, this Ayurvedic procedure can to cure uh, help us to cure our uh, stress and fatigue, and it could through various practices, and it could by finding the rhythm with the nature, because Ayurveda teaches us to find the rhythm with the nature. It does not only give us the medical prescription, but also teaches that dincharya, which is daily routine to follow. And so basically, it works on the principle of this daily routines or dincharya. So we follow from various practices, like few of them are which is very common in our houses, and if we some of us belongs to villages or have gone to villages, I've heard many practices like eat, do not speak during eating, or eat in silence. So what does it do is it helps us to focus on the particular what we are eating, as well as it helps us to listen to our body that now it is full and we should stop. And yeah, it also have some practices like we could take our largest meal during lunchtime, because Ayurveda suggests that when the sun is at its highest peak, then our digestive fire, which is juice, also works at the best. So basically, when this time our food would digest, and yeah, it's good to say that if we come across any buffet in the lunch, then we could take all in our plate and we should not shy also in the lunch. Yeah. So the Ayurveda is not just a relic of the past, but it also a timeless treasure of wisdom which we could uh, focus or we could reflect upon in our life. And so I would like all of us to raise our glasses into the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda and for healthier and happier tomorrow.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for enlightening us with the wisdom of Ayurveda, which is being forbidden nowadays with the modern lifestyle and fast routine. Next, to introduce our next speaker, we have our president and my mentor, Toastmaster Jessica.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Over
Yes.
to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. So today's your next speaker is giving from the L1P2 project, that is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. So the member has requested me to suggest on vocal variety. So I'll be focusing on that aspect and I'll be giving feedback on this. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jessica. So next speaker is Shanta Kumar. He is an independent IT consultant and specializing digital and business solutions. He also mentors the startup and individual who are seeking the job opportunities. His speech title is Deers in the Bird's Nest. Welcome, Toastmaster Shanta Kumar.
It was a dense jungle, beautiful place, fresh air, fragrance of flowers all over, silent, insects, birds, enjoy flying everywhere. A beautiful space. All kinds of animals, birds, insects are living in that dense jungle. I'm sure you can imagine that beautiful place out of this urban jungle. There existed an unusual friendship between two of them, two categories of a deer and a bird. Once it happened that the deer was very, very thirsty and was searching for water everywhere in the jungle. It couldn't find any. That time, this particular bird, which have been flying all the places, knew where a little source of water was available. And it came and hinted the deer. From that moment onwards, the deer and the bird became thick friends. The friendship continued. Daily they used to meet. The deer used to give something, some information to the bird used to love it, and the bird again vice versa. So the friendship thickened. One fine day, the bird said, "Why don't you pay a visit to my home?" The deer was silent, just smiled. Days passed. 1 month, 2 months. Again, the bird welcomed or invited the deer, "Why don't you come pay a visit to my home?" This time as well, the deer just kept quiet. Days passed. The bird of late was not able to see the deer anywhere. It is happily, very running around, flying around everywhere. But this particular deer, it's able to see every other animal, but this particular deer it was not able to see. Months together, almost after 6 months, one fine day, the bird was getting ready as usual to find its prey or to find its food on one fine morning. As it was getting prepared to start the day, it could see in the far off distance some kind of movement. It immediately became alert. Some danger may be there. Who could it be? Got curious. As that particular image or the object was coming closer to it, it became even more curious and even more alerted because it has not seen such an animal before. Neither it looked like a lamb, nor it looked like a deer. So it was curious, and then after some time, as that particular animal or that entity came closer, it became clear to the bird that this is the deer, is his own friend, which it has been searching for nearly 6 months now. So it got very happy, and then it went all the way close, very rushed to the deer. Said that, "Hey, come on, wherever you have been all these days, been searching for you, and what happened to you?" The deer was not excited. It said, "Hi, how are you, friend? My dear friend. Yeah, finally I'm here to your house. You invited me, I'm here." That's fine, very good. But what happened to you? Why are you so weak? Why are you so tired? Why are you so lean? And you used to be like a good, well-built, now you're like a shrunk thing. What happened? The deer smilingly said, "You're a very good friend. Not once, twice you have invited me to your home. I was thinking about it. I said, this is my friend. I should pay him a visit. However, his nest is going to be very small. I'm a big animal. If I visit this nest, I will spoil the nest and destroy the nest. Point number one. Point number two, the nest is going to be high above the tree. I'm a deer. How can I climb up?" So these were the factors limiting me from accepting your invitation. So I kept quiet whenever you invited me. Then I made up my mind to say that if these are the only two aspects that's going to prevent me to take up your invitation, let me break it. So I decided to go on fasting. I also learned how to climb trees. Every week, only once I will eat. 6 months it took for me to now be lean and thin. Now I'm ready. Show me your nest. I'll come to that place. Hearing this, the bird got shocked in this, and then the tears started coming out of his eyes, falling out of his eyes. After some time, it said, "Okay, come, very good. It's a pleasure to meet you." They hugged each other, and then it took the deer. Then when the deer walked, it said it had to go around 100 feet or something. And it showed a big ground there, a vast ground, with lots of flowers, trees, everything. Welcome home. The deer was surprised. I thought your nest will be very small and you'll be up above the tree. What the hell are you talking about now? Now the turn for the bird. It said, having invited you, I thought I knew your limitations. So I decided that I will sacrifice my safety so that I brought my nest from above the tree to the below the ground, in spite of knowing there could be different types of dangers. Daily, I was waiting for you. I used to go out, in addition to my own food, I got some food for you on a daily basis, and this is a huge pile that I have piled for you in the ground. Hearing this, the deer became shocked and the tears started falling out of his eyes. So both were with the love and affection, saying that both have sacrificed. Friends and fellow Toastmasters, today I'm going to talk about this particular subject of having a broad mindset and an open heart and a large heart, accommodative, flexible, where it is filled with abundance of love, affection, and for that love and affection, you're able to break all the mountains and break all the barriers. This obviously is a fictional story. What I just told you is a fictional story, which I got an inspiration from a poet and a philosopher who says, finally, it all depends upon our mindset. If you have the mindset to accommodate, to keep others' interest in before your interest, then the humankind can have immense potential, can discover its own potential, and also together it can raise the bar of the world. So now let me ask you, dears, are you willing to enter a bird's nest?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanta Kumar. I think now it will be very difficult job for our evaluators.
Yeah.
Such a speechless. So moving to our next session, evaluation. So to evaluate our first speaker below, we have Toastmaster Vinayak. Okay.
Be in the moment. Like the TMOD Snehal mentioned, that was the takeaway. That was the takeaway for me also. What a simple, effective statement. It's a bit cliche, right? Everybody's saying that nowadays with all the self-help gurus and everybody's saying that, but still it resonates so much when there are real life examples that are narrated to you. It really resonates. It was very well embellished by the examples that Toastmaster Trilok gave us. I love the speech. It connected to the previous content, what Toastmaster Snehal had mentioned. You connected to that, about Bangalore. It was a casual, engaging speech. The voice modulation was great. The humor, the introduction was very humorous. That hook got the attention of everybody. That was brilliant. It was a very personal speech also. You showcase the vulnerable side of you. Job interviews, rejections. These are all things which everybody goes through. Imposter syndrome. Everybody goes through. But to make it, give it in front of an audience, it takes some courage and it's not easy. And that kudos to you for that. It was brilliant. The grammar was impeccable. The humor, as I mentioned, was just perfect. It was not overwhelming. It was not a humorous speech. That was not the intention. But the humor added that extra bit which helped everybody absorb the message. Life as a mentor was a great addition. I think everybody, we are often looking for external inspiration and external help, whereas our own life is a great example of a mentor, and that I think was fantastic. One of the purposes of the objectives of the speech is to show an aspect of a previous experience as a protege And you showed that as life, you being the protege and life being the mentor. I think that was very well captured. Thank you for that. It was brilliantly done. That's just one point of improvement that I would say, at least from my end. There were two objectives to this speech. One was about the experience as a protege, which you showcased perfectly. The second was clearly defined how Toastmasters envision mentoring. I could see that there were parts of it, but the speech did not point it out explicitly. That could have been done, and that would have made the speech even better. That said, it was, I mean, it's always a pleasure to listen to your speeches, and this was no different. I loved the speech. Thank you. Thank you.
For the next speaker, you are listening here, Toastmaster Alan. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Arjit.
Hey, Alan, I love to cook palak paneer. And yesterday I planned to make palak chicken. So for that, I logged in this. I normally refer this guy called Ranveer Brar. And the beauty about Ranveer Brar is that it will be an 8-minute video where he has a very long story. And in the meantime, he will be just cooking. He will be telling beautiful stories why he fell in love with palak paneer and stuff like that. But what is the purpose? Purpose is to cook palak paneer. But by the manner in which he crafts a story, weaves a story, and tells us about how to reach to that purpose, that actually draws me to that video several times over. And you did a similar thing. That's why I was quite impressed by your speech. And telling a story has various aspects to it. One thing is that it has to have most beautiful stories. Take Romeo, Juliet, Hamlet, Mahabharata. They have lots of conflict in it. Your story of 5 to 7 minutes had two conflicts. Once the challenges in school, the challenges getting a new job, and how both the conflicts were same, and what did you have to do? Then you had to push over there, push just a little bit more. So that was very nicely brought about the difficulties where you were where you were getting drowned, and the resolve you built to overcome the difficulties. So that idea was very nicely put into and very vividly described by you. Broke my heart. I pushed myself a little bit more. So that was very nicely done. And whenever we try to motivate people, the purpose of the speech was to motivate people. And whenever we try to motivate people, you have to have a voice complementing that. You cannot motivate people like, hello, I would like to motivate you. But your voice was brilliantly done whenever you were explaining about the difficulties of you being looked down upon by your friends. So that was very nicely done. I really love the pace and pitch in the manner and the way it was echoing. So that made a very positive impact, and there were no unnecessary distractions like unwarranted characters giving you life advice. So that was very neatly done. One area you could work was that you can use humor in manners of humor can take up a lot of tension, but that's not the purpose. But what humor can do is exaggerate. Like if there's a difficulty, like you're getting down, you can make something funny and then present that. To summarize, what I really liked about your speech was that it had a beautiful story, very vividly descriptive words, and a conflict which everyone could relate to. And you can use a little bit humor if you want to. On that note, I would really thank for this beautiful speech.
For the next generation, we have a Toastmaster Solis.
Thank you once again, Mr. Snehal. So my speaker, PM Sonia, as you know,
She was practicing for vocal variety. So let me ask, Salmiya, how much you practice it?
Actually, I presented like once in front of my friend and she corrected my grammar mistakes.
So I just want to give a kudos to her. I was really impressed. I can't do that, what you did. Okay. So overall, like, there was lot many more good things like, humor was there. It was quite engaging, and everyone, I think I couldn't, uh, do my attention, part for a second, in fact. So it was really great speech. Let's come to the point where, we need to focus more. She requested on the pitch part. So it was good. Overall, pitch high and low, it should be there, but I felt, somewhere it can be improved. We'll talk about those, things later on. Overall, pace was really good, and, the tone was also very good. The subject, what she chose, it was because it is her pathway, the strategic relationship, so she talked about her father, she talked about her cousin, and lot of things like, relationship, I think she's, very much focusing, and, the people behavior, how they react, how they, do in different kind of situations. So those overall, message was passed on. She was, talking about, her house is, her cousin house was very near to that one. I saw one or two places, she took pause a longer than required. So it was a little bit, she can improve. Overall, what I say, mother tongue influence is also there. At some places I saw that, I noticed. So where are you from? Mangalore. Okay, definitely. There is one of the area where you can improve. You can improve on the mother tongue. You have different tools, like you can, read the newspaper loud, right? You can be in front of mirror, or you can take some kind of applications which can help you, doing this, you can record that, and that application will tell you where you need to improve. So those applications will help you. I think you are overall, you are on the path of a very great speaker, and you are on it better than me, I can see at least. And, once, you are done with the mother tongue influence, I think everything is good. You are in a great journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next evaluation, will be from Toastmaster side. Over to you.
Okay, Toastmaster Abhishek, you chose to deliver speech on a topic which is not so usual. So there was no opportunity to deliver any personal experience or a message or a self-discipline or discovery. So when I first heard the topic, I was thinking what would be the content. So I felt that it was already a difficult job for you. But however, I think you were able to connect to the audience, and your clarity and audience awareness was good. So we were not aware, at least I was not aware the basic three tenets of Ayurveda, what Ayurveda means. Ayurveda focuses on mental health along with physical health. So those things were really good, and you were able to connect to the audience. And I think overall audience could understand the essence and the importance of Ayurveda. But however, couple of things you need to improve on, that is your eye contact, gestures, and comfort level. And certainly you forgot the flow of the speech, and you have to refer to the notes. So you definitely need to practice just as others said or others have practiced. So to increase your confidence and deliver better next time. With that note, I best of luck for the next speech. Thank you.
To highlight our next speaker, Toastmaster Shanta Kumar, I'll be inviting Toastmaster Yasika for the evaluation.
Rashika, are you there? Have you muted him or?
Yaska, if you're speaking, you're on mute.
I think. Gone for it.
Boss called him.
Okay, next evaluator can go.
No, he's the last.
This is the last.
Shanta.
Okay.
Or someone has his mobile number, then can.
Lohit. Did you like
Yes,
it?
it's there.
Not evaluate. But okay,
You want to try once? Call him.
call him.
I always mispronounce his name.
It is fine. That's the
Yeah.
human touch of it. right?
You can call him Yashish.
Yes, yes. What was the last message? I'll take it.
Thank you.
So, I really love the speech. I have witnessed Toastmaster Shanmuga's a couple of speeches now. And every story, every speech comes with a message. And that is something that I look forward to. It is very inspirational and the stories that I mentioned are like Jataka tales. This one especially with the animals, and it was very reminiscent of the Jataka tales, very, very relatable. And the story, moral of the story is very simple for us to take and imbibe, and that is something that we can practice in our day-to-day lives. Thank you. Kudos for that, and kudos for making the speech so relatable. That is not an easy task to do. Thank you. The other part which I have noticed, and this is again a comparison with the previous speech that I had witnessed, was that you had a tendency to go over time. And this time to manage it very well, I could see that you were taking your process, you didn't deviate from your natural way of speaking, which is great. You have your measured way of speaking that comes out very well. And while still keeping that, you had it in time, which shows that you have put in a lot of practice. You have done your time management, and that is again something that Toastmasters, we come to Toastmasters for, right? We have to learn upon our previous, whatever gaps are there, we need to improve upon that, right? So that came out very well. Thank you, kudos for that again. Area of improvement, I actually, very honestly, I couldn't identify any specific area of improvement. There wasn't any particular point on that. The vocal variety that you had asked the mentor to look for specifically, that also came out very well. You had your facial expression, in some opportune times you did your actions as well, and that also helped in getting the story home. Overall, I thought it was a wonderful speech. I am looking forward to more speeches.
Today we have one savior in our club, that is Toastmaster Vinayak.
Three times. First timer, second evaluator, and third on impromptu evaluator.
Table topics.
Moving to our
A lot to learn.
timeless report, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Manoj.
On the timing, on the prepared speech, I think the first three speakers, they allow me to manage with a single card. I couldn't move to yellow. So all of them are below 6 minutes. Then timer, the next two speakers, Toastmaster Abhishek and Toastmaster Santa Kumar, they exceeded the timeline. They given me opportunity to utilize all the cards. So 7 minutes 44 seconds, Toastmaster Abhishek and Santa Kumar, Toast 7 minutes 52 seconds. On the evaluation, I think all those evaluators, except Toastmaster Saurabh, was less than the minimum allotted time, 2 minutes. He has taken 1 minute 29 seconds, and rest of the evaluators also eligible for the evaluation. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Today we have a special announcement. To make that, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Archie.
The voting link is now live.
Thank you. Okay, we are in the middle of February and besides the hype and loving and sharing love, we also have some lovely events for the next 2 weeks. We are going to have our moments of truth in the next week. Moments of truth is where we will be putting a mirror in front of us and see whether we are ticking the right boxes with respect to the quality we bring in this club. It is more of a reflective project for all the clubs in the district or in the world to see whether they are meeting the requirements of the club and the goals and objectives of the members who help the club run. So this is going to happen next week. Toastmaster Vivek with our media director, he is coming to conduct the program. It is very engaging program, so do look forward to attend. It is specially for the members of the club to attend, and even the guests can join in. And then that is on 18th. 25th, we have a special event, and that special event is the International Speech Contest. Today, we had 5 lovely speakers coming on the stage. On 25th, we expect a lot of brilliant speakers from our club to come and deliver the international speech. And the winner of the contest will be heading for the area level contest. If he or she wins there, they will be heading to the division. If he and she wins there, district, and then finally the world champion of public speaking. And it's an event to look forward to. We'll be soon be declaring the venue. It will be somewhere in the vicinity of our club. And secondly, do attend. Take roles if you are not eligible to participate in the international speech contest. If you want to participate, you have to complete 2 levels of your pathways. And on that note, I will hand it over to the very venerable Toastmaster of their day, Snehal.
Thank you. I think voting link is open now.
Yeah, voting link is open now. I think most of you guys have voted. Anybody yet to get the link?
I have not voted, but it's okay.
No, you can vote it now. Yeah. Can you?
Alan,
Alan, and do you have Kaushik's number handy?
Kaushik's I don't have. Alan, I will.
You can take the secret vote and. 8 to 1. 0
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to welcome Toastmaster Trilok.
I think the same. So this was a slightly different meeting that we had today. We did not have table topics where the guests can also participate, but until we have the results of the vote for today, can I request any of the guests to share their feedback and for this meeting that they're doing? Would you like to?
For I'm new to Bengaluru and in this team as well. So one thing I like that everyone is from different places, different cities, and I think this is the right platform. So I think no one will judge here. Means, everyone will have a freedom to express their thoughts, feelings. So this is the best platform I think to grow yourself and collaborate with the different peoples.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself? I think we just.
Hi everyone, myself Madhumita. So I'm new to the Toastmasters. I attended guest session. I liked it. Like I'm too young, I feel, because everyone are so experienced and like I'm little nervous. Yeah, I'm like happy and yeah, I want to learn many new things. It was great.
Thank you. Alan, would you like to share your thoughts on how it felt coming to the Toastmasters?
It was a great event, actually. I keep going to different clubs and Toastmasters, and coming here was also an experience. So different crowd, different place, good speeches, good messages. So overall, good experience.
Great. I think we have Saili here. Hi Saili, long time. Would you like to share your experience from day to day? You're speaking. Is she? By any chance?
No, this is not.
Oh.
Sally, are you there?
That's all right. Would you like to share?
Yeah, I got many special things from today's session, like his speech, like he was very engaging and everyone got involved in that, and coming to her story, really normal one, casually, describing about the relationships and other things, and about that Ayurveda, like I was also not aware of few of the topics, I got to know about that. Thank you for that. And coming to Alan, like I was like, can a person deliver a speech in that way, like with such modulations? It was inspiring for me, actually. Thank you for that. And I have this. Yeah, like the art of storytelling, I was really admired, the way the command, he was able to involve everyone in within that speech. Like it was very thoughtful, and I was admired by that. Thank you very much.
That was a great summary of what with you again in the reference club machine.
He did the role of the G.
Few things.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Can come.
Okay. I don't want to miss out opportunity of speaking every day, so now I can practice more. Okay, yeah, first of all, one thing when we discussed about Bangalore, what we like about Bangalore, what stands out about it is it's called the Silicon City of India, right? And the way everything is at your doorstep, that you will never find it at any other place. So that's the comfort that we have staying in Bangalore. And then second thing, thanks, like it was me speaking my life experience, but you articulating it so well in a story. And even Alan, thank you for, that struggle that you have shown and articulated it so well. Like, it was like as if, oh my God, we have done it. We have done during our board exam, we have done during our interview preparation, and it was thanks for articulating that so well. And Shantanu, for your story, I take it, I like the story, the moral was all great, but I take it in the other way is that if two people are coming to or taking a decision of how, if we can discuss and take it, then that way we both can't take, we need not take the pain of, going through so much of turmoil. So we can look at the story in the other way. Yeah. And like every day, every time I come, even though I'm not speaking, but I learn so much. My vocabulary is increasing so much. Like using those punch words is it's a learning opportunity which some little different modes of learning. But this is also another mode is like you listen, you become an effective listener to grow well in your career. Thank you.
Thank you. I take a seat sometimes.
Sure.
What's your name? Sorry, I didn't say.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have the results. We'll start with what was the best blooper of the day, and we get to.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't have an award for that, but it's just a piece of paper. Alright. The best role taker for a marathon of introductions and a summary of speeches, Toastmasters team order. Then the best auxiliary role taker, Toastmaster Manoj for the role of time management. Let's start with the best evaluator.
Who evaluated?
Okay. The average of two evaluations, Toastmaster Vinayak.
No doubt. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And the best speaker, Toastmaster Allen.
You can take picture. You can take picture.
Thank you. Correct, that note, let me formally close the meeting and my role as the president.
Great.
Yeah, we find it a mentor and we have not formally added in the group also. Oh, added. We'll be giving you, we have to give you our, how to.
We're closing.
Based on that. We'll.
I understand that.